The T-Biz podcast delivers a recap of the week's major tea news headlines with commentary and cultural trends hosted by Dan Bolton. T-Biz is the voice of origin for tea professionals and enthusiasts worldwide. Think of us as a digital caravan of storytellers, bringing authentic, authoritative, and exclusive stories to you weekly from the tea lands. Hello, everyone. Here are this week's headlines. There's a new theory on how green tea promotes longevity. Bubble tea is frothing. And an Assam tea collective launches a national brand. More in a minute, but first, this important message.
What makes a perfect cup of Ceylon tea? The perfect cup is from the tea businesses that ensure the protection of all the children living within their tea estates. We salute Kailani Valley, Telawakili, Bogawantalawa, Harana, and Elliptia tea estates. Support Save the Children, Sri Lanka.
Researchers at ETH Zurich have discovered that green tea catechins are not passive antioxidants, but pro-oxidants that act to strengthen cells against attack by free radicals, leading to longer life and greater fitness. Initially, the presence of green tea catechins increases oxidative stress for a short while, which has the subsequent effect of strengthening the defensive capabilities of the cells and the organism, according to study leader Michael Ristow, professor of energy metabolism in the university's Health Sciences and Technology Department. Quote, catechins aren't, in fact, antioxidants, but rather pro-oxidants that improve the organism's ability to defend itself, similar to a vaccination, end quote, he said. Green tea activates genes that produce certain enzymes such as superoxide dismutase and catalase that deactivate free radicals in nematodes, the test organism chosen for the study, he explained. Findings from the study translate well to humans, said Ristow. Quote, the basic biochemical processes by which organisms neutralize oxygen-free radicals are conserved in the evolutional history and are present in everything from unicellular yeast to humans, he said. His findings appear in the October issue of the peer-reviewed journal Aging. Bubble tea is frothing. Manila-based Jollibee Foods Corporation this week acquired a majority stake in one of Taiwan's largest bubble tea companies, the latest of many investments fueling global expansion in this multi-billion-dollar segment. The 250-location Milk Shop, founded in 2008, operates in Singapore, Hong Kong, Melbourne, and Vancouver, Canada. Milk Shop generated $75 million in sales in 2020. Jollibee announced that the investment, quote, gives JFC the opportunity to participate in this fast-growing beverage category, end quote. Kung Fu Tea, founded in 2010 in Queens, New York, operates 250 locations in the U.S., Gongcha operates 1,400 stores, including 36 North American locations. And in September, Cha Time, Taiwan's largest bubble tea brand with 1,200 locations in 50 countries, announced a major expansion into the U.S. The global market, valued at $2.2 billion in 2019, is rebounding from an acute shortage of tapioca pearls that followed lockdowns in 2020. Fans worldwide adopted a self-imposed one boba per day limit during the period when Taiwan halted the water-intensive manufacturing of pearls to conserve water during a 2-year drought. Taiwan manufactures 90% of the world's favorite boba-sized pearls. Technavio estimates the global market will grow at a compounded annual rate of 6.5%, adding $942 billion in sales by 2025. Fortune Business Insights predicts $3.9 billion in sales by 2027. Market leaders include Kung Fu Tea, Gongcha, Chai Time, Share Tea, and Coco Fresh. Business Insight. There are now 20,000 bubble tea outlets in the U.S., and the drink is sold at another 30,000 restaurants, including Sonic Drive-Ins and Dunkin'. The U.S. market is now estimated at $240 million per year. In San Francisco, Boba Guys now manufacture tapioca pearls in the U.S. An Assam collective launches a national brand. Equifarm Tea is a new brand with deep roots. In 2017, New Delhi-based Grassroots Tea Corp first shared its vision for transforming the livelihood of more than 250,000 of India's small tea growers by processing and marketing their well-made, chemical-free teas. Subsistence growers with generations of experience understand how to cultivate tea, but are held back by their inability to process, package, and ship larger quantities. Few ever advance beyond the constraining role as suppliers for profit-driven bought-leaf factories. Grassroots Tea aggregates, repacks, wholesales, and retails authentic teas supplied by collectives and helps smallholders secure financing. Tea producer companies then partner with the collectives to operate many factories that each process 2,500 kilos of green leaf a day. Business Insight. Equifarm Teas debuted on Amazon India last week. The range is priced from $4.85 to $8.15 for 250 grams. Unlike most smallholders who receive perhaps a tenth of the retail price, growers supplying Equifarm Tea receive a far greater percentage of what consumers pay. This is because Grassroots Tea and lenders enable stakeholders to earn significantly more from value added at origin. Professor Peter G.W. Keene, a brilliant educator and author with a passion for tea, has passed. Keene was born in Singapore, educated at Oxford, and taught at Harvard, Stanford, and MIT. He published 49 scholarly books during his 91 years, including works on tea, along with many hundreds of magazine and online articles about his beloved brew. Arvinda Anantharaman in Bengaluru reports on this week's India tea auction prices.
India Tea Price Report for the week ending October 30th, 2021. The focus this week was also on prices and auctions. In the north, Kolkata saw good demand for all tea types. Among buyers, the Middle East was active for Orthodox tea, while Hindustan Unilever and Tata Consumer Products were active for CTC and Dust. In Darjeeling, tea, more Brooklyn and Fannings found takers this week. Guwahati also saw good demand with major blenders active for both leaf and dust tea, and Siliguri also saw good demand for tea as it did the previous week. In the south, Coonoor auctions saw good demand for CTC leaf with nearly 96% on offers sold. Cochin and Coimbatore saw better uptake for dust tea. And of the 692 kilos on green tea on offer at Coonoor, only 173 kilos were sold at 200 rupees.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Q-Trade understands that a successful tea blend goes beyond the creative fusion of appearance, aroma, and flavor. Our multi-award-winning product development team is passionate about converting natural ingredients into sensory experiences that customers crave. Every recipe is formulated with a commercial backbone of dependable quality sourcing with a pricing structure that supports a safe regulated, profitable, and scalable blend. Q-Trade meets every brand's retail, food service, and e-commerce need. For more information, visit our website, qtradeteas.com.
This week, T-Biz travels to Miami, Florida, to the offices of Sama Tea, where CEO Michael Parisi uses artificial intelligence to create new functional blends. Sama's Claire platform is programmed to discover white space for new tea products, provide marketing insights based on consumer behavior, and it even lists trending ingredients to consider in formulating the company's new line of adaptogenic teas. Then we Zoom called two of the winners of AVPA's 4th Teas of the World contest, starting in Crete, Greece, where Jessica Natalie Willard spoke to the family owners of Tofil Farms, gold medal winners in the botanicals category. Then to Miali, Taiwan, where I congratulate 5 medal winner Rick Chang at the Sujian Plantation, where he produces authentic bug-bitten Oriental beauty oolong. Sama is an adaptogenic tea brand made delicious by design, according to CEO Michael Parisi, co-founder of 100.co, an artificial intelligence platform used to parse millions of retail data signals, such as product reviews and consumer beverage trends. Applying the insights gleaned from this vast reservoir led to the recent launch of 4 purpose-driven blends inspired by Ayurveda and crafted to help balance the mind, body, and heart. The teas are sold in samplers or by subscription. Parisi spoke with T-Biz from Miami via Zoom. Michael, thank you so very much for joining us on the T-Biz podcast.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, Daniel. It's an exciting time to be in the tea business, and we're just thankful to share our story.
I'd like to learn more about Sama and Claire, the digital reconnaissance tool that you created to track consumer behavior and more effectively market the brand.
But I think what's really great about the differentiation and the disruption in Sama is it's AI driven by a platform called Claire that we hold internally. And it's really, think of it as a powerful assistant, right? And analyzes millions of data points, too much for any human to sift through it. Things that are really sharp at listening, what consumers are saying, right? Product reviews, star ratings, social posts. It just combines what consumers say with a deep understanding of what the product category is all about. Ingredients, claims, pricing, packaging types. And if you think about traditional CPG companies, they buy third-party sales data that tells them what people are buying. Claire's big differentiation is what it tells people why people are buying it. There's a couple things in there that Claire does so well. It finds market trends in white space, right? And it makes recommendations, whether it be flavors or functions or pack types again, or even pricing ingredients.
So how do you make use of those insights?
It comes with this science that then goes to the human side of the Sama leadership, myself included, that talks about how do you take the art of that marketing and marry the two? We can ask questions of AI and they can either validate them or refute them. For example, is there a market for adaptogenic teas? And Claire will spit out its findings.
So your learnings help Sama to formulate the new teas you've introduced.
First, with the inspiration, as you know, or your listeners may not know, we have a wonderful partnership with Jay and Roddy Vecchiesetti, wonderful co-founders that are really purpose-driven steeping of tea. It takes kind of time out of your busy day and really grounds you in what you want to accomplish. These great adaptogen teas that Sama creates that can help be a part of that. And so we use organic USDA botanicals that help fight different type of stress, whether it's work, family, travel, anything you can imagine. And these herbs and spices rebalance mind, body, and heart by helping your nervous system find that rehomeostasis. So you're balanced. And we have 4 specific blends. Our clarity and focus, which is used in kind of adaptogens that help manage stress more effectively. It also helps lower levels of anxiety and even promotes improved sleep, which we could all use. We have Awaken and Energize with adaptogenic mushrooms. It fights fatigue and improves mood while simultaneously lowering anxiety levels as well. And then we have our Calm and Relax. This is a blend of chamomile and is well known for that natural sleep aid. In addition, it soothes muscle spasms while reducing stress. And then we have Protect and Support, which is our peach jasmine. It's a green tea-based natural antioxidants that help prevent cell damage.
Will you look into your Claire crystal ball and tell listeners what you see for adaptogens and, in general, the category of functional teas?
Yeah, I think what's interesting about Claire is it can identify things as simple as the word botanicals. And it's a trend that's been emerging, but quite isn't there. But we see this past 5 years, how this tea helps you balance that day, balances your system in many ways. And it's a way to take these deep insights and put them in a consumer-friendly way. And so there's a lot of depth to Claire, and that's just one example that I think is exciting.
On the island of Crete grows Malotira, a plant with small yellow flowers that grows at high altitudes. Rhodo Vasilaki and her husband and business partner Nikos Psilakis grow the herb on 30 acres of family-run farms that are dotted across the island. Their Malotira tea won Gourmet Gold at the AVPA Teas of the World competition. Another one of their teas, Pink Healer, featuring Cretan sage and pink rock rose, earned a gourmet distinction. Rhodo is joining us on the Tea-Biz podcast from the island of Crete to tell us more about the Malotira herb and its healing properties, which have brought people wellness for thousands of years. Rhodo, congratulations on winning 2 awards at this year's Tea of the World contest. How did you react when you learned your hand-harvested 100% Greek tea, Malotira, the Cretan mountain tea, won Gourmet Gold?
I was very happy for this. Most of all because I would have the chance to speak about this incredible herb to even more people, to get to know it. We know its properties and health benefits for centuries here in Crete, and every award is a chance for me to talk about these herbs.
And what are some of those properties that are beneficial in the Malotira?
For us, we grow up with this herb. And whenever we are feeling a little sick, a headache, our stomach, it was the first herbal tea that our grandmother would make for offering. So it's something that we use here for everything, I would say. It's good for common cold and for headache, for stomach. It has antioxidant properties, and so on.
What made you choose the Malotira tea to enter into the competition?
Well, Malotira is an endemic plant here in Crete. This means that you will find it in Crete and nowhere else in the world. It's a special one. They have talked about it, even Hippocrates, 2,500 years ago. It's a unique herb. And as I said it before, our aim from the first time was to make these herbs well known worldwide. And for us, it's one of the most special herbs that we cultivate at a special area here in Crete, at an altitude over 1,000 meters high.
Our listeners may not be familiar with the tea industry in Greece. Can you comment on the herbal industry in general?
I see that this is a very dynamic branch now. More people talk about not only tea, but specifically for herbal teas and loose herbal teas. They know that this kind of herbs can offer 100% of the properties that plants have. I feel that more people try to find loose herbal teas instead of tea bags, and for ecological reasons, but also because it's the best way to get the 100% of these plants. And of course, here in Greece, we have plants with thousands of history, using them as medicines in the past.
Rodo and Nico's company, Tofilo, ships their gourmet gold-winning Malo Tira tea around the world. Visit tofilo.com, TOFILLO.com, and learn more about Malo Tira and other Cretan-made teas.
Mioli is a city of 89,000 nestled in the mountains of western Taiwan. The region is home to the Hakka, an indigenous tribe employed in cultivation of tea since the early 1900s. Gardens in the area are famous for producing Oriental beauty, an oolong that depends on the bite of the tea leafhopper to develop its honey fragrance and honeysuckle taste. Rick Chang manages Sujian, a tea plantation situated at 4,500 feet altitude that produces both oolong and black teas. The company first competed in the AVPA contest in 2018, winning a gold medal that year and at least one gold medal every year since. Congratulations on earning the most medals in the 4th Teas of the World contest. What led you to submit these teas for evaluation, and why do you feel this recognition will be helpful?
Thank you. We have been participating in the AVPA Teas of the World contest since 2018, and we have won 1 gold medal, 1 silver, 1 bronze, and 1 gold medal. In 2019, we have won 2 gold medals in oolong and black tea category, like this year. We are the only high-mountain oolong tea plantation in the region of Miaoli, Taiwan, being the fresh tea producer in a unique, not well-known origin. Through the AVPA Tea contest, we got attention from some media, and more people get to know Shejian oolong tea. It increases our sales, and it also sets the standards for consumers while selecting between our teas or others.
Will you tell us about the winning entries with details on how they were grown and processed? What makes these teas special?
We have 5 award spring oolong teas produced by different date, and 2 award black teas produced by different season. They are all from Shejian Tea Plantation. Shejian Tea Plantation is 1,400 meters above sea level. It has good natural environment with multiple species. Foggy condition is good for tea to grow. Large temperature difference between day and night is good for tea to produce. Our plantation management is eco-friendly. Use no herbicide, no chemical fertilizer. Only use soybean meal. The Gold Award oolong tea was produced on the last day of the spring harvest. Plucking maturity are more grown, so we spend more time on withering, setting, toasting, made a stronger fermentation, and it turns out a very good texture and floral aroma. Hakka is one of the ethnic group in Taiwan. We are very appreciative to 8 Hakka grandmoms for the exquisite plucking, and it makes the tea prime quality. Besides producing tea, we would also like to share different ethnic group culture to others.
Taiwan is currently experiencing a difficult time of drought and high temperatures. Will you comment on innovations and techniques that you employed to make these high-quality teas?
Before spring harvest, we had no rain, no typhoon since summer 2020. We have a reservoir and get water from the stream, which costs a lot on the electricity bill. However, we were able to water it every couple days after the tea tips grow out. It made a good quantity and quality of the production. We believe most importantly is to protect and maintain our plantation's environment healthy.
Intrigued by what you heard in today's podcast? Would you like to learn more from our global network of TBiz journalists and tea experts? Remember to visit the TBiz website for more comprehensive coverage. That's www.t-biz.com. Thanks for listening. Farewell till next week.
These days, having versatile clothing you can wear anywhere is a must. That's why American Giant makes all sorts of versatile any-weather staples, hoodies, jackets, and more. Whether you're buying a gift or stocking your closet, you'll find just what you need. And it's all made right here in the USA. Find your new wardrobe staples at American-Giant.com and get 20% off your order when you use code ANYSTYLE24 at checkout. That's 20% off at American-Giant.com. Promo code ANYSTYLE24.